My presentation is about Tupac Amaru Shakur, better known by his stage name as Tupac and by his actual name, Elias Machiavelli. He was an American rapper and actor. He is widely considered to be one of the greats, the most influential rappers of all time. Much of his work has been noted for addressing contemporary social issues that plagued an inner city soul for most people and kids and children that grew up in the hood. He has often been considered a symbol of activism against inequality. Shakur was born in Manhattan and in a rural area of New York City, but relocated to Baltimore, Maryland in 1984, and then the San Francisco Bay Area in 1988. He moved to Los Angeles in 1993 to further pursue his music career. By the time he released his debut album, Tupacalypse, now in 1991, he had become a central figure in West Coast hip-hop, including social issues to the genre at a time when gangsta rap was dominant in the mainstream. You can keep going. Where was I at? Shakur received further critical and commercial success with his follow-up album Strictly for My... I can't say that word. And Me Against the World in 1995. In 1995, Shakur served 8 months in prison on sexual assault charges, but was released after agreeing to sign with Suge Knight's label Death Row Records in exchange for Knight posting his bail. Following his release, Shakur had become heavily involved in the growing East Coast West Coast hip-hop rivalry. His double-disc album All Eyes on Me in 1996 was certified diamond by the RIAA. On September 7, 1996, Shakur was shot 4 times by an unknown assassin in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada. He died 6 days later, and the gunman was never captured to this day. Shakur's friend turned rival, the notorious B.I.G. Biggie, was at first considered a suspect due to the pair's public fed, but was also murdered in another drive-by by shooting 6 months later. 5 more albums have been released since Shakur's death, all of which have been certified platinum in the United States. Shakur is one of the best-selling music artists of all time. In January 1991, Tupac rapper nationally debuted under the stage name Tupac, Quest on a rap group Digital Underground single Same Song, compiled on the soundtrack of February 1991 movie Nothing But Trouble. Tupac was also a director and appeared in some films too. His first film appearance was in 1991 in Nothing But a Trouble, a cameo by the Digital Underground in 1992. He starred in Juice, where he plays the fictional Roland Bishop, a militant and haunted individual. Rolling Stone Peter Travels calls him the film's most magnetic figure. Then in 1993, Tupac starred alongside Jeanette Jackson in John Singleton's romantic film Poetic Justice. Tupac then played another gangster, the fictional Birdie, in Above the Rim. Soon after Tupac's death, 3 more films starring him were released: Bullet 1996, Gridlock 1997, and Gang Related 1997. Director Alan Hughes and cast Tupac as Sheriff in the 1993 film Menace to Society, but replaced him once Tupac assaulted him on set due to a disparity with the script. Nothing the less, in 2013, Hughes appraises that Tupac would have outshone the other actors because he was bigger than the movie. For the lead role in the eventful 2001 film Baby Boy, a role played by Tyrese Gibson, director John Singleton originally had Tupac in mind. Ultimately, the set design includes in the protagonist's bedroom a Tupac mural, and the film source includes the Tupac song Hail Mary. Like I said, actually in 1991, this is way before the rape charges and all that, the sexual assault. In 1991, Oakland Police Department lawsuit, Shakur filed a $10 million lawsuit against the Oakland Police Department for allegedly brutalizing him over jaywalking him. The case was settled for about $43,000. Shooting of Quad Walker Teal on August 22nd, 1992 in Marin City. Shakur performed outdoors at a festival for about an hour. After the performance, he signed autographs and posed for photos. A conflict broke out and Shakur allegedly drew a legally carried Colt Mustang but dropped it on the ground. Shakur claimed that someone with him then picked it up and accidentally discharged about 100 yards, 90 meters, away in a schoolyard. Quad Walker Teal, a boy age 6 on his bicycle, was fatally shot in the forehead. Police had matched a bullet to the 38 caliber pistol registered to Shakur. His stepbrother Maurice Harding was arrested, but no charges were filed. Lack of witness stimulated prosecution in 1995. Kawhi's mother filed against Shakur a wrongful death suit, settled for about $300,000 to $500,000. Shooting two policemen. In October 1993 in Atlanta, Mark Whitman and Scott Whitwell, two brothers were both off-duty police officers, were out celebrating with their wives. One of them had passed the state's bar exam drunk. The officers were crossing the street when passing a car carrying Shakur all.